Otelia Diaz was finishing law school when she stumbled upon a rundown 1930s building at Van Buren near 17th Avenue, and somehow she knew the piece of Phoenix history would play a big role in her future.
I purchased the building in April of 2003. I basically sat on it for probably a year and a half because of the funding. I just paid the monthly payment, and my dreams were to get it going, but I wasn't in a big hurry because it was going to cost a lot of money.
Otelia started her journey with the city's Historic Preservation Office, which provided matching funds to restore the structure to its original glory.
Found out it was on the National Register of Historic Buildings, but not on the city register. So my grant writers did all the research, and they found out that it was originally the Bobby Brown Cafe.
Updating the weathered building to meet current codes for safety was an adventure she wasn't exactly prepared for.
Complete and utter, how should I say, I had no knowledge at all about the codes. I didn't have any idea.
And this is where the Development Services Department comes in, reviewing plans, inspecting construction, and enforcing zoning ordinances and codes for safety.
Quite frankly, if I could tell you, it's from the ground up. The foundation. The foundation had to be completely redone. I mean, literally digging and putting concrete and metal underneath. The electrical had to be completely redone because it was just so old. It had not been upgraded, and it was very, very old. Gas lines. We started working on this project and found out that there had been no gas lines to the building since, I want to say, since the 1970s. It looks like we're almost at the end of the road.
700 square feet of the building is now complete and home to Dragonfly Funky Urban Boutique, owned by Otelia's brother, Gabriel.
I carry stuff that's made in the U.S., stuff that's made international, and even some local stuff. This one's one of them. It's called Libertalia. And it's like ready-to-wear, kind of fun tops for women. For men, I have t-shirts and I also have nice button-ups. This is more of a, I'd say more of a casual, like going out type shirt. This one's, I'd say a little bit more dressier. You can do some things with this. Definitely got a little bit of an edge, you know, to it. It's not your typical button-up long sleeve shirt. Another thing that might set me apart from many boutiques is that the prices are a little bit more accessible. Not quite, you know, Scottsdale prices.
Reality star Jessica Kinney is a Dragonfly regular. She made a big splash on VH1's Rock of Love 2 with Bret Michaels.
I was the good girl, which is fine because that's how I am in my real life, so they got me pretty accurately. People are a little surprised when they know that I have a degree in physiological science. I have a minor in chemistry. I worked on NASA-funded projects through college, and I'm a huge geek.
Recently, she worked the red carpet at the Oscars and is now a correspondent for VH1.com.
If you log on to VH1.com, you'll start to see me as their behind-the-scenes host for all the new reality shows that are coming.
Jessica lives in LA but returns home to Phoenix often to visit family and drop some cash at Dragonfly.
He knows my style really well, so I can come in here and I don't have to worry about anything. It can just be picked out. It's kind of a breath of fresh air in this neighborhood, especially since there's no other boutique like this in the valley. There's just nothing that compares to it.
And Dragonfly is just the beginning of what Otelia has planned for her labor of love in the Capitol Mall area near downtown Phoenix.
They're going to be opening Jamrock Cafe and Grill, and it's going to be next door, and it's going to occupy the 1714, 1716 portion of the building.
Oren St. Shaw is the guy behind the new restaurant.
What we've been doing is we've been jerking chicken out of a drum pan, which is a traditional way of jerking chicken back home. So we've been doing this at some Jamaican nightclubs throughout the valley.
Oren decided it was time to create a permanent destination for those who crave the tastes, music, and laid-back feel of his homeland.
And we're just really, really eagerly anticipating opening our doors and having people come in and experience the Caribbean right here in Phoenix.
Getting this building up and running has been something of a marathon for Otelia.
If there was one thing I could do over, it would have been to become more educated on what it was I was looking forward to. The city has certainly made this project a project that I'm going to be able to reach completion on.